my gosh. Okay, so the struggle is real. Like, for real. Right out of the gate. This is what we have going on today. They sent it to me for free. So, of course, I'm going to try it out. Like, who's not going to do that? So, anyways, I did. And I really do like this product. Like, it is awesome. Check me out right now. Hold up. Let me get rid of the fan. I know. Y'all, it's having, like, seriously straight up sweat going down the back of your neck. Hot flash there. That was what that was. Anyways, this is the Flexispot chair. Now, last year, as you may know, I got the desk, and that's what I use. That's what I film on. That's what I do all my crafting on. It is the electric desk, and it actually, like, goes up. Check her out. Right? You'll put her back down. Yeah, what? Okay, so, like, it's so seriously cool. Anyways, well, they contacted me again. And they were like, we want to send you this chair. Anyway, so Flexispot contacted me and they wanted to send me a chair. It's got a bicycle attached to the bottom of it. So super neat. Let me show you this chair. This is so cool, okay? Like, yeah, so this thing is super cool, okay? It keeps up with your, like, different stats. It's very cool. Got a timer on it, tells your calories, I guess like reps per minute, I think. I'm not sure on that one. I'll have to check the book. But either way, super, super cool. When you get on, it automatically comes on. It takes 2 AA batteries. Probably shouldn't be doing it barefoot. I did have my shoes on a minute ago. Then I stepped in the dog food bowl. Are y'all believing that? I stepped in the dog food bowl. What? Oh my gosh. It's always something, I'm telling you. But anyway, so this is so super cool. Very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. And I can sit under my desk and do it. So the Flexispot Sit-to-Go chair is the ideal way to ease into a fitness routine with light cycling that can be done anytime, anywhere. The comfortable seating experience includes a fully supportive backrest with breathable mesh fabric and a thick cushioned seat. Height adjustable seat. The flexible air spring system offers a wide range of height adjustments. Smooth pedaling experience. Riding is whisper quiet and so comfortable that you can even do it barefoot. Professional grade quality, able to adjust the resistance levels and track your activity with key performance metrics. Y'all, this chair is so awesome. Definitely go check them out. I'll have a link in the description box. All right, let's get started. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Okay, let's get started. DIY number 1. So for this one, I've got 2 of these wood rounds that I picked up at Walmart, 97 cents a piece. I have also got a candlestick that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Now, this one had a chip in it, so whatever. We're going to paint it and all that good stuff anyways. It doesn't matter. Terracotta pot came from Walmart also. It was 97 cents. And then I've got some beads that I picked up on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description box for those beads. All right. We're going to be using the Starbond medium multi-purpose adhesive. Now this one is the brown one, and also the Starbond accelerator. So what I did was put my glue on my wood round, then spray the accelerator on the end of the wood or the bead, and then it would stick. Now when that accelerator and that glue come together, y'all, it almost turns into like a hard plastic. So these beads are not going anywhere. I chose to use the brown just because I was going to stain this, and so I wanted to, you know, kind of make it blend, but it didn't really matter because you couldn't once you put the bead on, you really didn't see the glue. So I glued that down. Then I glued the other wood round on the top. Just kind of sandwiched those two together. All right, now, in order to paint this, I've got my ivory colored chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm actually going to use it to paint the candlestick. Just painting it right up, no big deal. Use my heat gun to dry it. That heat gun is fantastic. There's always a link in the description box for that heat gun, so y'all go check that out. It's like 10 bucks on Amazon. It's awesome. All right, now, once I got that done, I decided I would dry brush with that same brush. It's just got a little bit of that ivory paint on it, and just go over that terracotta pot. I love doing this to these pots. I think it just adds so much character to them. It really dulls them up a little bit, I guess you would say. And I actually ended up taping this off just a little ways down at the bottom and painting a black stripe around it, but I somehow didn't show that. Now, I'm going to take my chip brush, just a little bit of the Waverly Antique Wax, and I'm just going to dry brush that onto the candlestick now that my ivory paint is dry. Just painting that on there real easy, getting it in, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe and go back over it to get off any, you know, excess or whatever. So just taking that baby wipe, wiping right back over it, and as you can see there, it takes off the majority of it, but it leaves it almost in just the most perfect spots. So really, this is a great way to distress, you know, your candlesticks or anything like this where you're going to be using the ivory paint. It's perfect. So I went right back over it with that same brush. I never did add any more to it or anything. I just went back over it. I just kept doing this same process back and forth until I got it, you know, just like I wanted it. Oh, it's just right. I love it. Okay, so now for the wood round with the beads on there, I'm going to take my spray bottle. Now, this is a continuous mist spray bottle. I got it on Amazon. There will be a link in the description box for it. I'm just going to wet that wood round down real good and then take some Burnt Umber by Apple Barrel and paint that on. So by putting the water on it first, you're kind of turning the paint into a stain, and that's what I was going for. I wanted, you know, the wood grain to show and in the beads and on the wood rounds. So I'm just going to paint it on there, and then we're actually going to go back and wipe it back off. But I sprayed it really, really good. And the reason that I just spray my stuff down and then paint it is because I just find it so much easier than mixing up some water and paint, and then there you are with, you know, you're left with extra. And anyways, it's just so much easier just to spray it down real quick and then paint it, wipe it right back off. And as you can see there, it wipes right back off. It is, you know, it's stained it just perfectly. You can still see the wood grain in it. It's perfect. I love it. Ah, check that out. It looks so good. I love that burnt umber color. I started using that when I first started YouTube because I had heard Holly from Hot Humble Pie talk about burnt umber. And ever since then, y'all, I just love that color. It's a beautiful color. Really is. All right, so I did the same thing to the bottom half of it. Just painted it up, went back, made sure my beads had quite a bit of the stain on them. Used my heat gun, just dried that really, really well. Now, once I was done, I decided to dry brush it with the ivory, and I love it. I think it just completely changed the whole look of it. Now, I'm going to take that same glue and just add it to the bottom of that candlestick. Generous amount. I'm then going to take the accelerator and spray it very generously on the bottom of the wood round. Add my 2, and then the candlestick is stuck. Trust me, it is stuck. That accelerator is some awesome stuff, for real. All right, now that is ready to go. I love it, y'all. right, y'all, DIY number 2. So for this one, I've got 4 of these long wooden signs from the Dollar Tree. I've got 8 of the little, I don't even know what you would call these, like the little crates, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, those were also from the Dollar Tree. And then some of the black chalkboard paint from the Dollar Tree. Now, I started out by painting my long wood signs with that black chalkboard paint. Now, I use that chalkboard paint all the time. I love it. It is great paint, and it is definitely great for $1. Now, I've got several of the craft sticks. I've got the jumbo size, and then I've got the just like regular size, and we're going to be using both of those. So you need one big one and then one small one, or one regular size one. That's what it took to fit perfectly, as you can see there, on the inside edge of that little box, crate, whatever you're going to call it, to cover up the star. So what I did was go through and cut down all of my popsicle sticks, craft sticks, whatever you want to call them. I cut them all down to size. I actually taped a bunch of them together and used my miter shears to cut through several of them. It was a lot easier and a whole lot faster. I'll have those miter shears in the description box. They are from Amazon. They're about 15 bucks. Now, I've got all of these little clamps that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I've also got wood glue that came from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is go through and add a little bit of wood glue to the ends of my craft sticks that I've got cut. I'm then going to add some hot glue and just pop that dude right down in the bottom of that crate or tray. Maybe we'll call it a tray. That's probably what it is. Anyways, so that is the exact size that you need to cover that up if you ever make something else. Look at there. Perfect. So I just went through and continued this process for all of my little trays. I believe I had 8 trays total, because I think it's like 2 tiers and we have 4 trays per tier. Y'all will see here in just a minute what I'm talking about, but I believe it was 8 of them. So like I said, I just added my hot glue and my wood glue, and then I placed them on the inside edge of that tray. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It completely covered it up. Now we're going to glue these 2 trays together. So I added wood glue. As you can see there, I'm not mixing the 2. They're both on there, but I did not mix them, because if you mix wood glue and hot glue, you get a hot mess is what you get. So don't do that. Just I know by experience, don't do that. Place them strategically. Yeah, works much better. Now, I used my clamps to hold these together while they were drying. Once those 2 boxes were dried together, or glued together, I added wood glue and hot glue to the outside edge of those trays and glued the 2 trays together. So now we've got one set of 4 trays completely glued together. And it actually held up perfect. Okay, so when I flipped it over, there were some major cracks in between the trays. So I just added a little bit of water to my Dollar Tree spackle and filled that in. Super simple, doesn't have to be perfect because you can sand it. Now, I'm going to take that burnt umber that we used before and also my misting water bottle. I love that spray bottle, y'all. I think it was about $10 or $12. I got it on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description box for it, but y'all, it's perfect. And it's actually perfect for watering plants. Like, I water my plants in my house with it because it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a misting. I mean, it's not like a misting. It is a misting water bottle. Anyways, back to the project. So I added my burnt umber after I got the trays good and wet. Just painted those up inside and out. I painted the entire thing, top to bottom. Now, I'm taking those 2 of the wooden signs that we painted black. I've got those actually laid out on my mat just right. That way I could measure. I'm showing you there. I'm measuring off the lines on my mat. That way I would know I had it even. And I have those 2 spaced out according to where the stars are on the edges of these trays. So that way they would line up perfect. So I already had measured all that out, y'all.
got it laid down there. I added my wood glue and my hot glue, and then I'm just going to add my trays to my wooden signs. So this was very, very easy to do, y'all. Just added my wood glue. And like I said before, I did not mix the wood glue and the hot glue. I tried to keep those two separated. I'm just going to add my second tray. This turns out so stinking cute. So for the top part, I did the same exact thing. Just added my glue. And then I'm going to take that long wooden sign, once I get my hot glue on, and just lay it right across the top of those stars. And that's how I was able to, you know, find my placement. How perfect is that? It completely covers the star. It's so perfect. Check it out. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. It's so different, yet super farmhouse for sure. We're gonna add just a little bit more to it. So, got my ruler out, marked off the middle of each tray on each side there, as you can see. I'm then going to take some more of that Starbond glue and then some of these little tag holders that I got on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description box for them. And I'm just going to glue those right to the front of this. Now, I could have screwed these in, but I didn't have any screws that small, and it was just as easy to glue them. You know what I mean? So, hey, we're gluing them. So, I just added a little glue. And I'm just going to pop that dude right down on there. So, Melissa from All Things Crafty, that's the name of her channel. She did some things similar to this. And y'all, she has inspired me so much to really push myself with the Dollar Tree stuff and to really make some big projects. And I love this. Y'all be sure and check her out. Melissa from All Things Crafty. She has got some awesome, awesome DIYs. Alrighty guys, DIY number 3. This is our final one. So I've got 2 baskets from the Dollar Tree. Also got 2 of these canvases that I picked up from the Hobby Lobby. I believe they are 12 by 24. Yeah. And they were $6.99. I thought that was a really good price for 2 canvases, especially this size. So I took one of them and took off the canvas part. All I need is the frame. That's all I'm wanting. Now, I got all of that canvas off, and I took out the majority of the staples, but I did not get them all. I'm not that worried about it because I'm going to be flipping it over. I spray paint both of those baskets with my Rust-Oleum flat black spray paint. I then take the frame, wet it down real good, and paint it with my burnt umber acrylic paint. Now, I'm going through this pretty fast because we've already seen me paint with this paint and stain several times. All right, now we're going to take some zip ties and zip tie this basket to the frame. This was super simple. I just threaded it right through 2 holes on the side of the basket. Place it together. I'm going to pull it together, but I did not pull it tight. I just wanted it enough that it will hold it on there while I got the second one on, and then I will go back and pull it tight. Now, once I've gotten them tight, both of them tight, I'm just going to take my scissors and snip off the excess, and these zip ties worked perfectly. I'm just going to be putting some greenery in the baskets, so I didn't need anything that was going to, you know, hold it on there real heavy because nothing's going to go in it that's very heavy. So the zip ties worked out perfectly. Just slid those through there, tighten them up, snip it off. Now, I'm taking this little sign that I picked up at the Dollar General store, and I'm going to actually find the placement of it at the top. I'm going to just flip this over, take the twine that was already on it and hot glue that down to the frame. I'm also going to take a craft stick and hold over that. So perfect. Hey, y'all check me out on Instagram. That is a great place to connect with me. This DIY turned out awesome. Check it out. And now for the final reveal. I hope that y'all enjoy. All right, y'all, that is it for today. I hope that y'all have enjoyed these. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family, and also subscribe. That would be awesome. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will know each time that I upload a new video. I just love these, y'all. I think they turned out fantastic. I know it was only a few, but I wanted to bring y'all something for this week, and I think they were just perfect. Y'all don't forget to go check out Flexispot. There will be a link in the description box for the sit-to-go chair. And if you would like to support this channel, I have a coffee shop that you can go to. There's a link in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a blessed day.